Hello, friends of the Flanged Wheel. Welcome back to the Green Bay and Western Lions creation. And welcome back to the basement. This week, all I've done is I've continued with the staging. I've now built into the curve. I've laid out some lines for track centers so that I'll know the exact dimensions that I'm going to need. I got a little bit to change. There's the last two tracks I'm not totally satisfied with, but that'll be next week's topic that we'll get into. But yeah, so I've laid a few track centers. At least this way it's afforded me a chance to know how I got to curve the backdrop for this section. And yeah, it's going to work out great. And I'm just moving along with my staging and prepping and getting staging ready. Soon I'll be laying track, but I just wanted to get my fascia and my valances to match. So I've decided on a 6-inch for the bottom, and then it's just about a 4-inch for the top. And the top is just going to cover the actual top layer. I'm trying to keep as much open as I can, and that's about an 8-inch space. So I just like the way the fascia flows and it's smooth, and I get it to tighten and lock in this tight little spot. And in order to do that, I've had to actually put a piece of this in the bathtub. So putting a piece of this in the bathtub, it softened it enough that allowed me to make these tight radiuses. But I feel when you see a layout, it just separates the men from the boys when everything flows and everything's perfect. So I'll have this, we're going to have the sky painted on the back here. I'll probably have just country backdrop. I know it's not really a big focal point for visibility status, but at least this way it's still going to make this, to me, highly presentable. And in order to light that, I've actually went online and I found this tunable white LED strips. So I'm going to light the bottom half. So we'll keep this for another day and another topic. And I'll do like a little test review, and we can all decide if this is the way to light the layout. Because once this layout is built, I want just the layout lit. The rest of the room is going to be dark, and it's going to be just like a shadow box theme. And it's just going to be the layout that's lit that brings all your attention to the visual layout itself. So I'm standing here back behind, which will be North Green Bay Yard, and I've been asked, why do I have this little bump out? So this bump out area and this whole back part here will become the diesel terminal. And I will have the backdrop curve, and it's going to come around. Like this little cabinet that you see is going to be all hidden. But there will be the backdrop's going to curve, it's going to come around, and it's going to drop down in this section so that the operators can still access this. And in this spot, I'm going to have the Walters 130-foot turntable, the DCC turntable. So this scene should be pretty spectacular. I'm going to do the same theme that I've had. If you guys look back at my old videos, you can see how I was setting up Norwood Yard with the turntable. And I had just a section of the roundhouse represented. So that's exactly what's going to be on this half. And it's just going to be the diesel tracks up front. So yeah, this is what I'm up to. Not a lot to report this week. But stay tuned next week. I'm going to be continuing on the bottom of the staging. I'm getting into the helix that's going to bring the two levels together. There's a whole different way that I've come up with the helix this round, so it's going to be a good week. So stay tuned, and remember to hit that like and subscribe, and you won't miss out on any of the new future content.